Hey, my name is Lucas. I'm going to present startup Nordics.io. Nordics.io is a platform where you can match each project what you have with the right software development team with the right domain expertise. We use AI over the unique data over 20,000 different software development projects, and we try to always find the semantic similarities of that. We are using AI to be better service than Accenture can offer with the remote teams, and that's why we are looking for investment here. The biggest problem what we solve for the enterprises is they have urgent problem to find development team and they have really niche domain expertise they are looking for. They have quite no solution at the moment what they can do. The only thing what they should do on the platform is to share what kind of project is going to be developed and what kind of preferences they have. We are going to find the right software development companies that has been doing similar solutions in the past. We are going to get the information about available teams and share all the information to the client. At the moment, the most of the clients and enterprises, they have like two solutions what they can do. They can rely on the freelancers on the Upwork, or they can go to the biggest one as Accenture. There is a big market gap between these kind of solutions, and in the middle is the platform of software development companies with average of 100 full-time employees as the software engineers. As AI and large learning models are going to evolve, we can do even more, not even to match the teams, but also to give some estimations. We can say what is going to be the budget, we can say what kind of team roles the project should have, and also we are going to predict how long it's going to take to develop some of the projects. Until now, we have on the platform more than 500 companies, GMV 1 million euros, and the request for more than 60 million euros in project request. Altogether, we are talking about 50,000 engineers from more than 42 countries in Europe. Monetization is quite simple. It works quite the same as any other platform business. We are taking for 5 to 10% for each transactions. But since some of the larger enterprises willing some customization, we started to bring subscription for the enterprises for 30,000 euros. And they can do some custom procurement. They can do to have a branded platform. And they can also invite private vendors to the platform to secure the whole vendor management on one place. This is few enterprises that we are working at the moment, and we are onboarding on the platform. And our goal is to each time to take one of the clients from Accenture and to present a new way how they can work with the software development teams. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks also to be super sharp. Now 5 minutes for the judges.
I'm sure you get this question a lot, but how do you think about leakage, marketplace leakage? So how do you prevent that?
Yes. So when we are talking about the Siemens as our biggest client, for example, they have multiple teams, they have signed the contract, and they are working in this platform, multiple employees. There is no situation they would like to avoid the platform, because for each project, they are looking for different domain expertise. There is no possible to cover all the domain expertise with the software houses. You always are looking for something different. Sometimes it's about the fintech, sometimes it can be connected with the big data. So you always need different team from different vendor, and that's why they admire the solution, and they are not avoiding the platform. Moreover, they're like onboarding their own vendors, for example. And for example, it's quite the same with the Accenture, if you think about it. You always go to Accenture and they match with the team. There is no, not so many times that you avoid it, or it's not possible to avoid this kind of companies.
What was the initial data set of projects completed? It was from your platform in the past, before AI?
Yes, software development companies, they spend a lot of money and effort for the sales and marketing. What we ask is just to get the data about the software development projects, what they develop, and also to get the reviews about these projects. So this is something how they pay to us to be on the platform.
What do you define as your most successful project from now?
Yes, it takes 7 days from the request is published. For example, we matched the client in Sweden with the vendor in Romania. It was last month, and it took 7 days to publish the request, match with the team, and sign the contract and onboard the team for the project. So it's super fast and it's the solution for really urgent needs, and with the connection with really niche expertise in some of the domain. And it's not possible without the platform. It's not possible with the network of people that you know. You always need a lot of data. You need to have a wide network.
Is there a competition in this space?
Yes, there is competition. Multiple startups. I would say we focus on the data the most. All the startups quite the same level as we are, and I'm 100% sure that in the future there is going to be the platform as a leader for this kind of solutions. The question is who is going to be the one.
What's the average project size of the ones that were completed on the platform, and what sort of scope are we talking about usually?
The most of the projects are time and material, and the average is starting from 50,000 euros. And lifetime value of the client is around 1 million. So once we onboard one of the enterprise clients, they come monthly to publish the request. For example, this week we are going to publish for Roche in Switzerland and Caterpillar some requests. So once they're onboarded, it's really easy to work and scalable, and they like the simplicity.
And how do you build the supply side, and basically, so what's the magic? You know, how do you make sure that you really match the best teams with the project?
Yes, I mean, it's quite the same like with the doctors. In case you go to doctor, you would like to have a specialist. You don't want anybody to learn how to heal you. So it's quite the same. In case you would like to build digital bank, we are going to share the information which companies build digital banks in Europe. And this is the most valuable information what you can get, and the most valuable intelligence, because you are going to be working with the professionals. You are not going to work with the friends, network, recommended partners. You are going to find the domain expertise in
But
this
how do
company.
you get this information? I mean, do you request a list of all past projects from every company that you onboard
Exactly.
on the platform?
So at the moment, it's 20,000 case studies what we process with large learning model, and that's what we match. So we always try to find companies that have multiple semantically matching the problem, innovation, solution, etc.
Why the name Nordics IO?
Yes, I was studying and working in Scandinavia, and there was like the biggest demand from the companies saying that, hey, Lucas, we just would like to go with the development abroad, but we don't have a trust, and we don't have some information, intelligence, how to do it. So that's why we started to call Nordics IO, and we started to do as a platform, focusing on the data and to allowing this to do.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Nordics. A big round of applause.